Yeah, looks are not.
Oh,
really
look at
hard.
that. You could see the same menu. Brian's camera is not seen. My camera is not. It looks just like a camera that's not there. Hi!
Hello.
Little pre-show for your show. You know.
Show before you
Oh
go.
man,
go.
like you guys are gonna be so like showed out when this pre-show's all showed. You know,
When it shows up,
when it shows, you're gonna be like, oh man, that pre-show's gotta go, dog.
it's where it's at.
Brian, you gotta get some headphones on, my man.
Put them earmuffs.
I was muted. You couldn't hear me.
I
But
know I couldn't.
I still put headphones on. Do you think?
I'm gonna say
Gibby's
Gibby was
upset
getting
with
upset if you weren't.
All right, I'll try. I'm gonna try out a different set of phones. I'm gonna try a different set of phones.
Different set of phones. Oh, hey, so,
Go get these phones. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You're not up on the lingo yet. That's what the kids say.
Zerp.
dude, it's all right. It sounds good. Producer, hold on. Producer says it sounds good.
Sounds good.
Hey, producer. Producer says it sounds good. Producer. I got a direct mic
you got
now.
the ear in?
I got a direct mic now to the producer, just so when you see it in the show, it looks like I have an extra headset in. That's because I have an earpiece
Talking directly
set
to.
up to just talk directly to the producer, who is going to help us get some good direction in our show. Hopefully this week. I paid him like some orange rupelas. I think that's what they were called.
Some of them ripples.
Rupelas. Yeah. Brian's getting his phones. Bronson's on his phones.
And I'm just doing my morning.
My producer's
morning
saying
errands.
I should act like I'm on my phones, but I
That's how all great people start anything nowadays. They're on their phones, and then they say action, and then they put down their phones.
Oh, that's I forgot that's how it worked. That's how easy, simple, and seamless. If you have to ask me.
Flawless.
Fa-la-la, what?
Tra-la-la-la-la.
A fa-la-la-la-la.
Ring ding ding.
A ring ding ding ding.
The ding ding.
Oh, this is good. This is good fucking ear pleasure stuff. Actually, speaking of ear pleasure, I'm gonna push it to the limit.
I'll do it.
I think I'm gonna try to push it to the limit.
Don't push it.
We're gonna see if this works or not.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna push it.
Mike.
Oh, I don't think this would work. Never mind.
Not do it.
No, I was gonna see if I could actually. I think I can just get the audio version straight from Streamlabs.
Just do some ripping.
I wanna
Ripping
start
tail.
actually setting up the audio versions as well for people out there.
That's probably a good idea. For the
I
for
feel
the audio.
I feel like we can get more listens, more views. I think more people would really enjoy what we talk about, even though a lot of it's just gobbledygook.
Just stuff and things.
Well, stuff and things.
Yeah. Nothing thing.
Last week, I have to actually state an apology to the fans out there, anyone who actually listened to it, about us being crazy loud, not realizing how loud we were. That's why
Well,
I
we
actually
did just
hired,
do a knob adjust on the fly.
which actually did enough. It did the intended left-right, by the way, but that was not the reason why it messed up. Something else went. I messed up on a certain input on my setup here, and it fucked it all up. Yeah, it's still a pretty good show. The over crazy volume, if you just have it down a little bit, it's all right to listen to, I guess.
Yeah, just listen to it like a quiet whisper. And
No.
it's like, read my lips.
Well, you don't even have to. It's not that bad. I can still hear you, but like that's why we got the producer. He told me I have to be wired into him at all times to make sure that if there is a problem like that, I get it rectified right away, so we don't lose any more people. Because we lost 13 people on that show. It was tragic
no.
in a tragic schmelting accident.
That's terrible. Yeah, well, schmelting, it is the
It is
toughest
deadly.
sport.
It
It is the
deadly.
deadliest sport. Yeah.
I like how you brought it to the
They
sport.
Well, how many ingots?
It is
How
smelting.
many ingots you do? I rep for
Oh.
5 ingots at least.
You know about schmelting.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Shit.
You
No, I don't
follow
know any
smelting?
detail
I
about
thought
schmelting.
smelting was something completely different than that, but that's fine. I don't have to get into that.
I thought if you think of the sport, I think of Quidditch actually from Harry Potter for some reason.
I imagine it's like
yeah.
curling, but there's like mines out there.
Speaking
I think it's that imaginary game that the kids in the hall did in that sketch where they all get around a barrel that has a fucking cobra on it, and then they try to get the other person bit by the snake, basically.
Oh,
Or I think it's a spitting cobra. Yeah.
I think that's definitely what it could be.
Probably.
Yep.
Probably. You like that one? Like that's like someone who isn't like completely on your side but is very supportive. Yeah,
look,
most
yeah, you're
definitely
just
could
like,
probably
hey,
work.
Hey, look, Brian put some effort in. Way to go, buddy. He thought of a thing. He said something.
He said something.
It was.
He did a good thing.
Thanks, guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to say things and stuff.
He
The
said
entire
a thing.
fucking time.
He said a thing.
I said a thing.
Producer's saying that you sound a little bit muffled.
No. It's not me.
No, that's what the producer. I'm not saying it. That's what the
It's
producer
coming through the
said.
headset.
Dude, like, what?
Wait, no, not me. Not me.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No, they said that it sounds good now. They said you're good. You're good.
Wait, no, hold on. Now it's good?
Now it says you're good.
Oh, goddamn producers! They always have to try to ruin everything
about
by
Keep
that.
you on
making
your
our show
toes, you
better.
know. Like you're good. You're
I like
you're
the
good.
fact that the producer actually wants to make sure that they stay anonymous because they don't want their name anywhere attached to our show.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't be
I mean, it
laughing
didn't-
about, but I am.
It didn't end well for the last producer.
But if
Well,
you
the last
order-
three producers that we had, like one of them actually died in that smelting accident, which was fucking
Well,
horrible.
he
by
was
the
the
way.
one that was making everybody reckless about it, being like, "It's not that hard. It's
Just
easy.
take off your shirt. I remember that one. I was
It's
just like,
easier
why?
without your shirt."
I
And
was like,
everybody
what
was
are you
taking off their
doing, man?
shirts and
Hey, look at this. Someone's already wishing some birth miss.
thanks, my homie, my dude. I appreciate.
Yeah, Wasted Josh on the band board over here. We're gonna be talking about some stuff today, but thanks for joining us for our pre-show and thanks for the birthday wishes to the birthday boy. By the way, everyone out there, it's Bronson's birthday today.
Throw some birthday cakes in your.
What?
I don't know if they have birthday cakes or just some sort of thing emoji.
Do something, you know.
Do a thing.
Do a thing out there.
Make a thing happen.
Make a thing happen out there, and we'll make
Come
a
on,
thing
guys.
happen in our pants.
We
Yeah.
both get something.
Okay, I feel it. Hold on. Oh
coming.
yeah, Bronson, stop touching me.
Now you stop touching me.
Okay, that's it. That's all
Quick,
I
Bronson,
needed.
start touching me.
Ah! Sorry, I went Super Saiyan for a second. That's what I call when I get off, by the way. Because, like, that's the way I sound. Like, when I'm getting, like, I'm powering up. Hold on.
He doesn't stop when he starts chafing. That's why.
No.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a dry guy, too, so it fucking burns.
Dry guy.
It's like Indian burn to the
I'm like,
max.
that's the only way I can get off anymore.
I love how you're,
Fucking
like, proud of it. Like, yeah, I'm a
I'm a dry guy, dude. I don't fucking need no fucking
Going
moisture.
dry.
Who needs moisture when you got my hands?
What's a lotions?
I actually, I find it the squishy noise distracting when I'm going. To be honest,
Yeah.
I want to
Like,
put sandwiches in the middle of this.
Like-
I'm just saying, like you're getting
Ben
into this
Shapiro.
video a little bit or whatever you're doing. You know, it's like your own, and all of a sudden you hear in the background, and you're like, that's not part of the video. Oh shit, that's my hand. This brings you out of the illusion that you're in there. Granted, like who are you fucking that has such a dry pussy that you're fucking dry your rod on it and. I don't know, it's a
that's
catch-22.
Ben Shapiro thing, man. Ben Shapiro. That's his,
I think that him
his
and I
thing.
have like that
What?
one thing in common.
The dry pussies. Yep. Love it dry. That's fine.
I
That's
like to
fine.
hope that that's
quality.
the only quality that we possibly have in common.
That's definitely the only thing you
I
guys have
hope
in common,
so.
for
I
sure.
fucking hope
He's short.
Oh, Banner.
He's short. So
I'm,
if you got
I'm
him there,
definitely tall,
You're
bitch.
not short. You are not short.
bitch.
Fuck you. Idiot. Whoops.
Weird,
Whoa.
weird thing is I really like wet blowjobs,
Woo.
so it's like weird.
Wait, I
Dry
love
pussy. I
blowjob.
like dry
No,
pussies
I
and
was like,
wet
how he
mouths.
threw in a whoop whoop in there.
Super dry hand. I love really dry hand.
Hey, are you?
Somehow make it more rough, more abrasive. That's better.
I want to feel something. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
It's like cutting yourself, but like
I don't know.
while you're
I
having
don't know how
sex.
you're gonna feel about this, but I'm leaving with a rash. That's how this is gonna go.
You
Oh,
are
so-
too if I play my card. Right?
That's right.
Look how it won't
Let's
peak.
take off the
That's
first
right.
2 layers of skin, won't you,
Wait,
please?
what?
Thank you.
It's like not peaking when I'm like yelling into the
Yeah,
microphone.
yours like cancels you perfectly
Why?
halfway through yellow. But like even for me, it won't let me like.
The
it won't let me
producers say
peek.
that it's still pretty fucking loud though.
Oh, okay.
The producers say it's still pretty fucking loud.
But it's not letting us peek.
Like,
We're just
that's
giving
fine.
I'm not. I paraphrase, by the way, with the producers, man. I'm not gonna tell them word for word.
I'm gonna just
They
say,
say a lot of things.
Tap the
though.
dial. Try tapping the dial.
It's producer. Hey, it's fine. That's fine. It's
I like
good.
how it went from one person or
Get
one
feedback.
person to like multiple people. We got 17 producers now, and none
Dude,
of them
that's-
do anything but sit in the background and criticize how we do our show.
Well, one probably told the other one how easy it was.
It's super easy.
Yeah.
And they're just hiring every manager out there.
Do you want a million?
Yeah,
What,
yeah,
a
I mean, we
million?
are, basically.
It's easy.
Still hiring
I think
for
we got to
managers.
kind of cut back on that, guys. Honestly, I think it's getting a little bit out of hand.
Well, what if
Well,
we have
that guy from Nigeria, he totally is going to help us out. He's a really good producer. His name is Prince Naheem. I'm really
Yep.
excited to hear back from him. I sent him
Yep.
about $5,000.
Oh, okay.
upfront
All
trust
right.
fund?
Well,
money?
no. It was so he could get money out of an account. It's
Yeah.
it's fine, you know.
Dude, yeah, no, my uncle did that too a few years ago. It worked out great. He
Paid
got all
out
his
fucking
money back.
but
and
you
a
know
little
it's
extra.
not about the money, guys.
Yep.
It's about
Oh.
it's about the fellowship, and I feel like I'm really like shipping with this fellow now. Well,
Great.
shipping some money out. To
Oh,
him.
I see.
He
I
didn't
see what
even-
you're
and,
saying.
like
yeah.
the scary, I was like, I'll send you PayPal, and he's like, I don't do PayPal, and I was like, well,
I
how do
need
you want it? He's
paper.
like,
Oh, fine.
non-discriminate bills that you put into a duffel bag and
No ink packets or trekking.
and just ship it to this
device.
physical address. I got a few calls from
Mike,
like a
I don't
few
know, Mike.
services, but like I hope he got it. Is what I got to say. I just hope he got it.
Yeah, right. That's
Customs
what you
do
hope
like to
for.
grab that money. This
The
beautiful.
fellowship, man. I'm telling you, it's nothing about the money.
happen.
Money is money comes,
Nope,
money goes.
Not about the money.
But
Never.
people are there forever.
That's what it's about.
God, this is a fun
people.
pre-show. I'm enjoying this
Fuck people.
pre-show. I'm actually kind of scared to do this show because I don't know how much I can talk about this subject today.
Oh,
But
this
the
is gonna be
producer
fun.
keeps on telling me to shut up and just stop being such a little wuss.
Maybe he's
Wow.
Again,
Jesus.
paraphrasing, he gets really deep.
This
He
fucking
cuts.
producer,
He
man.
cuts deep, dude. Like I
he's
might.
like-
If you guys see me cry in the middle of
Goes
the
for your
show, you know
weaknesses,
it's just because
right?
this guy is.
Go straight
Oh.
for your fucking weaknesses. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, I get it. Uh-huh. Stop mentioning you in the broadcast. Well, stop talking in my ear.
Maybe if you started working
Wow.
harder, he wouldn't
You
be
know what?
yelling at you.
This is
I
the
think you
pre-show, so
guys-
I'm allowed to do this. This is in my
You
contract.
guys need to get together and work this out. You need to work it out.
I was
Make it
told
better.
I was told that the only way that you could a really good working relationship with someone is if you guys fight. And I said these are my standards in life. Please find me a producer that has the opposite standards and let's go. And they found me this guy who worked for PBS, and I can't give
Oh,
you
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
give you any more
Okay.
description about this guy because, like I said, does not want to be known for does not want
Is
to be
he short
attached to the
or
show.
tall?
I can't
Short or tall?
fucking talk about this.
But
Short
Oh,
motherfucker.
but what I could say is,
Short.
it's in a book.
Uh-oh.
Take a look.
But
Mustache? No mustache.
Shut up.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
no, it isn't. Is it? Is it? No.
Mustache? No mustache?
No, hold on. He's telling me that I gotta
I
stop talking
mustache
about
you.
him.
Yeah, more about his.
Now he
And
will,
then
he will
he-
slap you. About
Well, he also said that he's actually gonna start sending out that evidence that he found about me doing. I guess if I tell you, what's the fucking point of having?
Yeah, baby,
why
don't
is that-
say that
God
rest
damn
of
it.
that sentence.
You're blackmailing yourself at
Mike-
that point for now.
Oh, Mike-
But it's for the best of the show, is the thing.
I'm really bad at this, and I'm really concerned also about the money situation. Like
You know,
getting money to.
we only owe $10,000 to that one bookie, and I said I need
Yeah.
another week. He said, you know what? I'll give you that week, but now it's gonna be 12,000. So
Oh, okay, no problem.
I can only
Fine.
come up with 8,000, I think. So
well,
I
when
think
you-
we can work something out.
Well, when
though,
you
like-
bet a
I
dime
think
on it,
he'll
he
want
wants
to. He'll be
10,000.
understandable.
I think he'll be like over the moon that I
He'll be
gave him
totally
$800,
Yeah,
right?
like, hey, that's more than I thought.
holy crap, man! You came up with
He's
a
gonna
lot
be
of
like,
money.
"You
and
tried,
you got
thank
more.
you."
And
You
you
don't
know what?
deserve your legs to be busted. You're one of those guys that I
Wow.
can trust.
No,
Yeah.
Actually, that's another thing, Brian. If you see someone in a black van, like
Mhm.
outside your house,
Like right now.
Wait
Like,
for him
should
to
I
leave.
go
No,
Wait,
wait.
Wait for him to leave.
Hold on.
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna
hold
run
on, hold on,
upstairs.
hold on, hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm
Stop,
running upstairs right now.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm going. No, I'm going.
Stop. Is there an actual
Nope.
van? Don't knock on the door, dude.
Wait, hold on.
Do not knock on the door.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna pull the shade open.
Nope.
Hold on.
No, yeah, they can see.
Okay.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna open the
Is there
door.
anyone there?
No, I'm just open the door and take a look. Hold on.
Is there someone there?
Is there someone? What color again?
It's a black
You
van.
said
It would be a black
black?
van.
Okay.
Normally, like there'd be like one or two
What
people.
model? Like what kind of
Like
van?
the
It's
one
a
you
black
see at
Astro
soccer van.
No, look at a black Astro van from
Astro van. So like
1986.
we're talking like minivan.
No,
Are we
like
talking,
1986. They really kept this sucker up.
Econoline? Is this an Econoline?
Oh, dude, it is so
Yes,
beautiful.
like,
It is like
Does it
mint.
have the fold-down bed in the back?
I think so, but like I never was
I
inside
don't think
of it.
so. I don't think so.
Why
I
you
mean, it's a black van.
don't knock on
They
the
all
door?
have,
See
like,
if it's that.
guns
Wait,
and
wait,
stuff.
never mind. Hold on, stop.
Okay,
Don't
yeah,
do
I'll
that.
go
Don't do
through.
that. Just go back inside.
what? No.
Just never mind.
That's fine. They
We
seem
got a
really
show to
friendly.
start, Brian. You got to stop like
Worrying about what other people
worrying
are
about
doing.
what other people are doing, and you got to start worrying about yourself, Brian.
Fine. I will then. I'm going back inside.
Prusa says that we got to go, so let's try this. I guess. Let's see if we can do this. Can we do this?
If worst comes to worst, I know a guy that knows Liam Neeson. So we'll get you out.
All right.
You guys know Liam Neeson? Wait, hold on.
In the podcast community, people go all over the wow. People go all over the world to gather knowledge and entertainment. The people are the opinions and expressions there. God, I can't do this. It's the producer talking in my ear. It's you guys. It's the pressure of getting it all right.
Oh,
I did
man.
it for
There's
months,
a black
man.
van outside
Easy.
of my house.
I'm worried.
the one under pressure. All right.
We don't even have to read this. Do we have to read this now?
Anus,
No,
you
I think we're
know,
good. I think you got
podcast
it.
community.
God damn it.
Anus. Right?
This is our disclaimer. Just fucking look at it.
Chun chun.
Ching chang. Oh boy,
Let's see
that
if
went
we- now
really.
let's see if
That
the
might be
intro
my
works.
favorite reading of it.
The over
That's good.
It's Shopco's Podcast.
Uh oh.
Streaming to your devices. Do not attempt to leave. Want to join our chat with our host, Ryan Pick, Bronson Thatcher, Mike J. Surson. Grab a drink and a snack. Sit down. Relax. What?
New season. Turkey season.
Oh, it's turkey season after all this
Oh
time.
shit.
Duck season. Turkey season.
I'm just making
Turkey
sure.
season.
Producers, are we on track?
How's it sound? Check.
Hold on,
Yeah.
they're saying something to me. They're saying, "Hey, there's something on there. You're messing up
Mic
again." There we go.
check.
We got Brian up here.
Oh, look at that.
Mic check.
Look how pretty the backgrounds match up. You can
Right?
almost put
Look
them
at that.
like down to like the right, and you'd be like matched up with the background of our background. almost.
You know what? Producer says that we're good to go to start the show. So, I guess I'm gonna start out by saying, "Hey, my name is Mike J. Sursage,"
Hi, my name's Bronson.
and then
Hi, Mike and Bronson.
what's your name? People want to know your name.
No, I said hi to you guys. I get.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, you want me to
Hi, Mike.
say
Hi,
your name
Bronson.
for you? I don't want to say your name anymore.
He
Okay,
got
my
me.
name's
He
Brian.
got me.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Brian. Hi.
So, welcome to the podcast, Shopsco's Podcast, the podcast where we talk about stuff, things and stuff, all topics that are normally brought to us by you, the people who are watching
Yeah.
out there, and there are people watching out there. I don't care what the fucking producer says in my ear. He keeps on saying, "You're not getting it." You are so negative. Will you shut the fuck up?
It really is, man.
I think we're gonna have to fire him by the end of the show. You know,
You get a
I
new
don't.
manager in a
Blackmail
heartbeat.
be damned. I don't care how much it ruins my career, my finances. Yeah, I might keep this guy around for a little bit. Anyways, we have a fucking fun show going on tonight. Today, if you couldn't see by like the thing that's on the side there, next to Bronson or underneath Brian.
I'm there, right?
Yeah, baby. We're talking about engineered babies. We're not talking about just like
Biologically mutated into like cyborgs or something.
No, we're gonna be talking about genetically engineered animals that include human babies, which is something that's actually more recent than.
Or crossed human mutant animal.
Hold on.
Or we can put them together, right?
They say be careful because we're getting pretty close to that mutant Ninja Turtle kind of.
No, we're gonna stay away from
Yeah.
turtles. I'm
We're
not
not
sure.
no turtles.
I don't
No.
I was
Rats?
told we were going to give out the secret of the ooze in this episode, and that's what I'm here for. So I'm.
Well, I
Ready to
thought
throw that
you
down.
I thought you had the secret of the ooze. That's why I brought
do.
you to this episode.
Well,
It's in my pants.
Ooh,
syphilis.
no. Ooh,
It's
the producer
just
thought that
they
one
call
was
it
spicy.
drip. Jesus.
I can't even listen to you half the time. You're fucking
Oh,
crazy.
no.
I like to assume the ooze is nuclear piss.
Nuclear pee.
Yeah. No, it's just an infection that keeps dripping. That's all. It's just,
So, from what my background of genetically engineering animals into something that
wait.
something new, because that's what's happening. Is like they're genetically enhancing DNA from animals to make them different. And the
Yeah.
first time I remember, other than when they cloned that sheep,
China
yeah,
chroma
yeah.
sheep.
was like they were doing this thing with goldfish where they would be different colors and they would actually glow in the dark, and they mixed it with like some kind of, I can't remember what the fuck else they
It's
mixed
an
it with.
algae that glows.
Yeah, so like they mixed like the
Yeah.
DNA of the two and they made glowing goldfish, and that was pretty cool. They've also made like a lot of cool things like that's how like hypoallergenic, I can't talk.
Hypoallergenic.
Cats
Mhm.
came into play. That's a big thing too. Is like I know that there are natural cats that don't have hair, but there's also cats that have been genetically
Engineered.
changed. Yeah, to make sure that they don't give out that dander that some cats do. Why does it still say this week's thing is last
That's
week?
pretty dandy,
Damn it!
if you ask me.
Producer's gonna give me hell for that. It says it's telling me, hey, don't mind this thing up here when it says that this week's thing's the last meal. That's like an old
That was an
banner
oops.
apparently. Oops.
Nice.
But you'll see
Anyways,
it quite often.
I guess before I move on to the video that I have that we're gonna steal from another person and hopefully not get kicked off the internet. What are you like when you think of genetic?
I think of it as pretty much you're injecting yourself with cells that go in, snip up your DNA, and then reorganize it and sew it back together. To cut out bad stuff is intention, but they are pretty smart organisms. The smaller they get, they have less possibilities to do harm, I guess.
Okay.
So where it's not as
You're
bad.
thinking of like the in-depth science of it.
Yeah, when it like rips the cells apart, those things. I like to think about that, not in the broader spectrum.
What about you? What about you, Brian? What do you think, man? What's your first?
Talking about CRISPR, like
I'm
CRISPR
talking about
kind of
CRISPR.
thing.
Like I'm thinking CRISPR.
Yeah.
I understand what you're getting at too.
I think the shit is pretty fascinating. I also think what's interesting too is like it is like, okay, now we can try to target weaknesses in genetics and try to fix that. I'm not exactly sure.
Like how you
Like-
have asthma. Like someone could probably
Yeah.
genetically make it so if you had asthma, they could figure out for the next generation to not have asthma.
Yeah, because it's just like
Yeah.
we all have this giant blockchain of information that makes us up, all coiled together. And if they could figure out what part of that chain is affecting asthma, they can go in and just change that out of everybody.
Yeah.
And then genetically, it would just eventually just fall out of circulation.
What was that?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
He's
That'd
saying
be great.
riveting,
We could
by
do
the
that.
way.
Riveting.
It is.
Riveting podcasting, guys. That's what he said to me exactly.
Are you sure
But
you didn't say
before
riveting?
shut up! Don't give him a. Before we go any further, we're gonna play this video and we're gonna talk over it a little bit. So I hope Brian can hear it. Oh, we can hear it. We'll find out.
Was that wait? Did he say
riveting?
riveting sarcastically?
I don't
Like,
know.
we're riveting, guys.
Genes.
I paraphrase. Remember?
These are sections of living DNA
yeah.
molecules coiled up inside each cell of every living thing. From microorganisms and insects,
Can you hear this,
to
Brian?
plants and animals.
No, not at all. But I
Including
see the
humans.
pictures, so I got it.
Think of DNA as the
Uh-huh.
instruction manual for an organism. In people, genes can influence
Okay.
characteristics such as your height and the color of your eyes. DNA is inherited from our parents.
Your mom and
We
your
have
dad.
a combination
You get your
of two
DNA
sets
from
of
your
genes,
mom and your dad.
one from each parent.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is
brought
this
together to
British? You
produce a
assholes
new
making me
set
watch
of
some
Yes,
British
your mom.
bullshit?
Look at
and
this
we
mom
share
on
them
there.
with each
You
generation.
can even read that in reverse.
But sometimes these
And
instructions
they
carry
pass
errors.
that on to their
These
kids.
create
They make
problems.
tiny box people.
Faulty genes can cause
Look at the
serious
little
Some
illnesses.
really
books
bad
they
genes
hang.
can cause some bad experiences.
Humanity
in the
has a long
in the
history of
genetic
figuring
form.
out ways to modify genes.
Genetics, oh no.
We have been crossbreeding plants to make them better to eat for thousands
man,
That's
of years.
amazing, actually, the way
That's how you make a
With
great
gene editing,
legume
we've
right
made a
there.
Make
great
some
leap
great
forward.
legumes. Those weren't even legumes.
Technology is faster to use,
They're trying
relatively
other things.
simple,
No,
and
they're
cheap
like
compared with
this
previous
brings up a lot of
methods.
points about food.
And promises
something
huge
that I
Oh,
wanna
do they
benefits.
talk about food?
In
Food
a
is another one we
nutshell,
could go
it
into.
works
Well,
by
because, like,
identifying
look,
and
technically-
cutting pieces
Yeah,
of
that's
DNA.
it's a living creature.
One
Plants
way
are
of
living
doing this
creatures.
uses a component known as
Yeah,
CRISPR
we're food
to
too.
There's
pinpoint the
CRISPR.
precise
This is what you're
DNA
talking about.
sequence within the
For it like
gene
that.
to be altered.
It's just looking at like the
Then
whole
an
code and
enzyme
finding
called
it.
Cas9 snips through the DNA,
Snip, snip.
changing it or allowing
Snip,
it to be
snip.
replaced
Yes,
by
I
another
would
structured
murder
DNA that
babies.
is
Jurassic Park
introduced
if I
at the
could.
same time.
Over.
This can either replace a faulty gene with a healthy one, or
I should have
change a
gotten
gene
that
to
guy
make
from
it behave
Jurassic Park.
differently.
That would've been better, I think.
The methods act
Hey
like
there.
a find and replace for the genetic instruction manual. By making these microscopic changes to DNA, gene editing has the potential to make
Look
big
at that, the mom and
changes
the
to
dad
our
are having
lives.
a good time now.
Them in their boxes.
Gene editing is already transforming genetic research. But at this early stage of such a powerful technology, it's crucial that we weigh the potential benefits against the possible
Yep.
negatives. First, let's look at the positives.
The producer's
Gene
saying that this
editing
sounds like
could make
Aces.
radical improvements to
Sounds like
human
Aces
health.
shit.
Like
For
Aces,
example,
like
shit
the
all over
In
space.
that.
2015, doctors
Let's
used
talk.
genome editing
Well, it's
techniques
going.
to cure a baby girl's
I don't know what's
leukemia.
happening.
Holy shit! Did
In the
she
future,
just say that this
we may
cured
be able to
leukemia?
fix
Baby
the gene
girls'
mutations
leukemia.
that predispose some people to cancer,
But
Crazy.
or enable new therapies for HIV,
That's
or
amazing.
edit the genes that cause hereditary diseases.
It's like the babies of the futures won't
In
have
the
to worry
plant
about
world,
like
it could
AIDS
make
as
crops
much,
more
I guess.
nutritious,
Like I guess there's
disease
still a
resistant,
possibility
if
of
you're
getting
rich
And
enough.
greater.
able to grow
If
in
you're rich
difficult
enough.
conditions.
if you're rich
By
enough, you can
editing
get
animals'
AIDS.
genes, we could help
That's how
them
it is now,
resist
right?
diseases.
Yeah.
Scientists are currently working to edit the genes of mosquitoes to prevent them from carrying malaria.
That's a good thing.
So
there.
gene-
genome
good thing,
editing has
'Cause
enormous
mosquitoes
positive potential.
pollinate shit, so.
But what about possible downsides? Genes could be edited in early human embryos to alter characteristics such as eye color that have no bearing on health.
You can
That-
choose-
that-
This
definitely-
raises the
choose your kids,
possibility
like,
of
eye color.
designer babies.
Designer babies.
And
Yeah.
changing an embryo's DNA would not only affect the child,
Laser eyes.
but their descendants
I don't
too.
think
I want to have a
These
These
Wolverine.
same techniques could also
But you
be
can have
used
them
to
have like
create
red
designer
eyes or
pets,
something like that. Probably.
or develop more virulent
Can I get like an
microbial
exo, like
diseases.
a metal
So,
exoskeleton?
alongside
give
the
him a
many
shell.
benefits
I want
of
a
genome
beetle
editing,
Oh, so like
there
the,
are also
Yeah.
what they're
some
trying to say
ethical
is
and
it's almost
societal
like how
concerns to
inbreeding would
consider.
work. Like if after
The
a while,
technology is already
like there's
in
still
our
going to be
hands.
things that are going to
Now's
hurt
the
these
time to
things and
debate
possibly
how we
wipe them
use
out.
it, regulate
that-
it,
How is that any different from like
avoid
regular
negative
life?
uses,
No, essentially it's
and
like
No.
unlock its
you
potential
would CRISPR
to provide
it, and then they would have a
life-changing
flaw
solutions
somewhere, and then
to
to
some of the
maintain it,
world's
you'd have to
biggest
CRISPR it.
challenges.
Oh, mom and dad are back here. Look at mom and dad.
Look at the boxy mom and dad.
Ah, thank you, Royal Service. This is the Royal Services welcoming me to say that thank you for letting me use your video.
Top of the morning.
Wow.
Top of the morning. Yep. Hi, Brian. You're back.
Oh boy, I'm glad to be back now.
There are more issues that are bigger. Wait, okay.
Oh.
All right, hold on. We got a
Well,
question. We got a
I
comment? We got a
understand there's more
comment?
issues that they were talking about on here. The keys. Okay, that's not good at all. Let's fix this while we're doing this, so you guys
I
can
would fix
see
that.
what people are fucking saying.
What are they saying?
These are there are more issues that are bigger than what they're talking about. I understand, like what are some other issues that you're talking about, K-Rocks? Because like I didn't do a ton of research on it because I know a little bit about it, but like I also like having that I learned stuff.
I learned a thing.
I know it-
Off
it's
target
of the
repercussions from
Yeah.
CRISPR. Well, yeah, I could see that too. Like, because what if like the thing like what if the
What if
the
you have
DNA
a faulty DNA that looks like what it's supposed to be changing is just broken DNA elsewhere that replicated that zone, but it's broken somewhere else, and it's like I'm in the right spot. Let me start fixing this, and it's like you start melting.
I don't know.
That'd be
I
cool.
always wanted to be a puddle, so that might
Yeah.
work for me.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you got no.
Oh.
You got node. You got no.
Just straight up no.
You
I
got a
gotta
no,
know.
and then an LOL. I'll give her. K put the LOL. But yeah,
Off-target repercussions.
off-target repercussions from CRISPR. I don't know what it means, but like that is the thing. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, I think that's
Why
fair.
are you doing this to
Basically,
me? Oh, there we go. Oh, they just come in order. That's kind of cool. I never even played with this that much. I don't know. Like while we're waiting for the off target. Frick. Nope. That's
oh, frick.
I
Oh,
should be
yeah.
on
sure.
this call. Because she
Oh,
is
no.
a biologist.
yeah. But you're on our Discord, and if not, go steal your husband's phone and just join our Discord. You can
Yeah.
talk
I
about
think-
it.
Is he
Like,
watching?
that would be amazing. I would totally love to have you on here. I told you that 1,000 times. Like 1,000 times that you should be on our show.
Oh, we could just keep talking like idiots. It'll be fine.
Okay, Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto, the producer says, "Hey Brian, get the fuck out of that hot tub that you're in. It's messing with the outgoing voice receptions that you're
We all know you have a green screen behind you in
Hold
your
on.
hot tub.
Yeah, I gotta hold on because you're roboting on me here, buddy.
Am I roboting on you right now?
You there? You
What?
sound. Your body's looking good, but you sound like you're using a voice box, a
Oh,
broken
hold on.
voice box, actually, not even a good voice box.
Like an early 2000s voice box modulator.
And the producer said he should know his dad has a voice box, which I probably shouldn't have said out loud.
Are you talking about my dad's voice
Oh,
box? Right?
whoa.
Oh, did you take off your headset? No, we're not gonna be able to talk while we're talking.
Is that what's going to happen right now?
That is what's
I'm going to
gonna
go
Maybe.
See, you're getting cut
grab
off while I'm talking.
another headset, but unfortunately my camera just exploded.
Hold on. Just
Okay,
keep it there and go.
Fine.
Trying to get on the Discord. Oh, cool.
Leave it.
Well, you
Leaving.
leave. You leave. You get.
You
Go on
and your
this one.
robot vocal cords.
We don't want you.
We don't auto-tune around her.
Okay, let's see here. If you got a Discord, we're gonna put that on there, and you can get on our Discord with your own account. And I think this is still set up for the right thing. Let's edit channel and look at the permissions. It says everyone can get on here.
Yeah, all right, buddy.
Well, we had Dr. Crouton come on here, and he doesn't have permission. So, like, yeah, you shouldn't have much problem once you get onto our server. It's under the shop's closed audio.
You'll see two people in a chat.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I know that we were talking about babies and animals and all that good stuff, but like there's also like the idea that they did so many foods. Like, how
Like
they
I
made,
remember like hearing like people talking like, yeah, corn used to be real tiny like, and then we started messing with it. And now it's big corn.
now it's the big corn.
Nope, left it up here.
Now it's big corn, Brian.
We got big corn problems.
Yeah, big old corn problems. You know what I mean? Feeling this corn on this stalk.
But you know what's weird is some of those plants you can't even do that to, like wild native rice from like around here or something. You can't like take those plants and make them do what you want to do. They're
I
like
can do what I want. You don't tell me what I can and can't do.
literally they're like
What are you doing with your phone? You just checking out your comedians of comedy? Like your walls?
No,
Just showing his
no,
walls
I'm
off.
checking shit out.
Just showing off his walls.
chick.
I don't know, like to think that you could have
Sound better?
you
Hold
sound
on.
a hell of a lot better.
Wait, does it sound even better now?
Hold on, let me talk to the producer. How's it sound?
Ask the producer.
Ask the
Does that
producer.
sound good?
Ask the producer.
Hey, you said don't say it like that either. It sounds very sexual. He doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah, ask. You get in there.
Get up in there.
Well, hopefully we can get K Rocks on the Discord here to talk to us. But like the food thing I was talking about, that's crazy that they could actually like take apples and make them into like the apple pears and stuff like that. I think that's one of the ways that they did stuff like that, and that's how they really started like mutating like DNA and just manipulating it, which is kind of cool.
People have been doing that horticulture shit for like thousands and thousands of years. Like,
It's still
Wait,
cool.
You know how hard that would
Yeah,
have been
it's very
back in those days, though. Like nowadays, we have like robot eyes that can be like, okay, that one pew 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 pew, and like shoot bursts of air and separate stuff. And like back then, they were like,
How did it
okay,
work? How does that work?
pew 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 pew
pew,
pew
pew, 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 pew,
The-
pew.
hold on. The producer wants to know how that worked again.
It shoots a little burst of air and it can separate things.
Yeah.
So it's all like pew pew
Yeah.
pew pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew,
You
pew, pew.
satisfied?
Alright.
Okay.
But
Nice.
like, imagine having like in the old days, be like, okay, which is the good corn that we want the seeds from, and what's the bad corn? And then we're gonna take that good corn and separate it, and then we're gonna plant that, and then we'll take the good corn from that good corn, and we'll plant that. It's like,
Uh-huh.
who decides all of that back then? Who's like, I'm gonna dedicate my life.
I'm going
make
to dedicate my
bigger
life to making
corn.
bigger corn.
I want fatter corn. That is my life goal.
Hey,
I will
guessing-
die on this hill.
I'm guessing it had to do with some kind of like state fair like contest, and you wanted the biggest piece of
Jesus
corn.
Christ, dude. No. Okay.
I'm not saying that it
Are you
was
just-
a state fair. I'm
Hold on,
saying
hold
a
on.
state fair like contest where they're like,
Of
"Loser
their
bring the
era.
biggest produce," and he's like, "I bet you I can make
The
a
first
bigger piece
state
of corn."
fair ever. Yeah. Where the guy, like,
No,
showed
I'm
up.
saying like state
No, oh, wow.
fair. Like it doesn't have to be a state
Could have
fair.
been like a ritual
Oh
or
my God.
like
or just a
Oh,
gathering of
oh,
people from
bonfire.
all these
Okay,
4 different
right.
counties that came around, or 4 different divides, whatever you want to call them, ancient times.
Why are there 4?
I
I
don't-
like this.
6.
This is a
Let's
great
say
story.
5.
So this is
5
the.
and 3/4.
Let's say 5 and 5/5 of counties
Yeah,
that were
something
going
like
around
that.
there, and the
5
5
and
and the
5/5
5/5 was like, you know what, we're gonna make
Yeah.
a name for ourselves by making the biggest goddamn corn,
And you
that's
will
how they got
respect
it.
us.
And that's
Yep.
how they
and
became
they
their
made
own
the
district.
biggest corn plants.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been a district.
Yep. That's all you got to do.
That's the first Thanksgiving, y'all. Producer told me
Wow.
that's not true, and I have to apologize for that. Anyways,
History channels will sue us.
which I will
I
not
think
do.
we
I'm
don't-
just saying what he said I have to do. So babies like realizing that you can get it, so like they don't.
You know,
have-
like you have bad, like I have some bad genetics, and I don't want my kid to have to go through it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to know. You can be able to resolve it.
But
just
if you
before.
can, like, I wonder if that child was born with leukemia, or if it was something that, like,
Yeah, environmental
developed-
shit,
that
too,
developed,
definitely.
and then they were able to
I don't
fix it
know.
with these, or was it something? Because like you can have leukemia at birth, that's not fucking unheard of,
Yeah.
and they could have been like, oh, well, here's the way that we could figure out how to fix this, but like, how early did they have to try to get it? Would it work for something that's like an adult? Like an adult person who needed some kind of like say Brian wanted to get rid of his asthma, and they found a way to like do this genetic DNA crisping. I don't know what the fuck. I would.
Yeah, I
one
don't
day
think
we'll
they-
have an expert in here, and they'll let us know.
Yeah. I don't think they could, at my point, though, really.
But you know, like
It's,
it
so it's
depends.
also a.
Oop.
It's just an overreaction of my.
we got a.
Oh, shit, we got a guest.
We got a guest. Got to turn us down a little bit.
Oh, hey. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No.
I hear you.
Hi, K Rocks.
Can you hear me too well?
I can hear you just fine. Hold on, let me talk.
Just
to you.
fine.
Just talk a little bit.
All right.
Oh, I can hear you perfectly. The producer says you are beautiful.
Okay. I missed a whole bunch of like what you guys were talking about trying to get on the Discord.
didn't talk that much about anything other than like I was actually kind of just like filling time with talking about fruits.
It kind of felt like we made it all up, to be honest.
I
Too.
kinda
A lot of
did.
it
That's
seemed
like-
to just.
But like you were talking
That'd be
on
true.
our chat about off-target repercussions for CRISPR. Like
Yeah, because this is stuff that I do. This is actually the work that I do in genetics. But what I was talking about the off-target repercussions with CRISPR is when you have a target location to make your gene edit, then the enzyme that makes the cut could potentially recognize other places in the genome and cut that spot too. causing other potential issues, which can also be passed down from generation to generation. It's not like absolutely specific to one spot.
So like
It just goes. It can just go around and accidentally just strip up one of your DNAs
and copy it as
it'll
an
co-
incorrect.
It'll
like-
cause it, I think, to corrupt into a cancerous cell because it's like corrupted or something.
See, get an expert.
No, I mean it could, but there's these things called coding regions of your DNA, and they code for proteins, and proteins do different things in the body. And if the code is wrong, it can make the wrong protein, even if it's just one letter wrong. A, T, C, G. If you guys have remember that from like high school biology.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had to retake it
So
5
if
times.
one-
I remember.
yeah. If one of those letters is wrong, it can actually make some major disasters, as to say. Fortunately, most of the DNA is considered junk DNA, and there's only like small portions that are coding regions in your DNA, but it's still very extremely risky. And sometimes those junk DNA can become coding regions that are important to the evolution of, I don't know, humans and or
Yeah.
creatures.
So it's more like compiled data. It's not really useful, but it is in the greater aspect of the DNA block or something.
Yeah. So if you if you think of it as like a code, and there's a bunch of junk code, but the code there can eventually be useful for something, and then you delete one number from or letter from that code, and it just can wreak havoc in the future writing if you're like copying, pasting different pieces of that code for your new program.
Yeah. I like how you're putting it straight into computer talks.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to understand.
Because actually, sorry, our heater just kicked on. It made me scared. I was like, was my fridge blowing up?
Yeah, your fridge is definitely blowing up. Yeah, it had a wrong letter code.
It might actually. It's breaking down. No,
I need to
it's
check some
melting.
CRISPR into it.
Yeah. So does that mean like it's not advanced enough right now to actually do anything? Like I guess they did the leukemia thing. Do you know about this? The child that was saved from leukemia by using this. Did you hear that story that they were talking about in
Not
that video?
leukemia, but I know of HIV, and it caused a lot of problems in the scientific community in China, that they had cured somebody of HIV, and it caused the people to look closer at this type of technology, and they're like, okay, hold up, we need to stop right now. This is not okay. It's not okay that you guys did this in China. Hey.
Wait, it's not
So
okay
now-
that they cured HIV?
Or what
like,
they
at
did, what they
least-
did to
No,
attempt
because
it.
if that person has kids,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, okay, yeah, they cured the HIV in that person, but
Couldn't you
we
just
don't know
if
something
all
like
the other
oh,
things
man.
that possibly
They
went
may-
wrong
yeah.
in there. So now they are mosaic.
They probably created super AIDS, is what I'm guessing. Like the
Well, at
next
least
step
in
would
that
be a
at least
child.
in that person.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the thing.
You know, like it might
I would-
spread some kind
is
of
it
worse
just
thing
that-
than HIV, like a piece of genetic code that's just missing, and like the kid comes out with like a missing like brain, like chromosome for their brain or what have you, like whatever it would be.
Yeah, an edit can be like an insertion or a deletion. So you can put a letter or a couple letters in there, or you can delete a couple letters depending on the action that you want. So if you want to, let's say, like, okay, some of the work that I did in the last place that I worked is I was screening pigs that were gene edited from CRISPR-Cas9 that were being made to be disease resistant to the PRRS virus, RSV,
Okay.
and it causes like livestock to have, it's like a respiratory illness, and
Wasn't that kind of like how Mad Cow was too? Wasn't that a respiratory
No,
thing?
no, Mad Cow is a totally
Yeah,
different
that's
It
thing.
was a brain
brain.
thing. Sorry.
It's the deer
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The
I'm
deer
sorry.
one you're
Yeah, the
thinking
deer
of.
one I'm thinking about. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Chronic wasting. Yeah.
But this would cause a lot of like fetal death in the pigs, and so there's a farmer. He's trying to have his livestock. He wants to make your Christmas ham real cheap, but his pigs that just had babies, they're dead because of the PRRS virus. And so if you can make the pigs disease resistant to the PRRS virus, then your livestock will be good, and you can have a cheaper Christmas ham or bacon, whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but wouldn't that
Yeah.
be the longer end repercussions would be like they'd pass that down and it just didn't like would be a possibility of like the next offspring having something that wouldn't go right? Is that where there are just possible repercussions on everything that that happens?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay, so there are repercussions, but the thing that's different than humans and they are in livestock is that humans, you can't like screen their whole genomes and
Oh, yeah.
breed the best ones of them over and over and over again,
we
and
could,
then toss out
but-
the other ones. You
But
can-
like let's keep the Olympic Village out of this.
Wait.
Yes. So with this, I mean, it was like a population control kind of thing. We would screen every single pig and sequence their whole genome, and then my job was finding the off-target locations from the CRISPR-Cas9. And so I have the on-target location, and then I would screen them and see if there was any other spots that it had cut from that genome, because we have it's like a model that we can compare the sequence to.
Right.
And so then we were like, okay, well, this one is good. It doesn't have any like off-target issues associated with it. You can take this one and breed it with this one, and then see if you can make the optimal pig.
Well, how many? I don't know if you can disclose any of this information. How long were you working on this project, kind of thing? And did you
was working there for-
see any like results while you were working there?
I did, and it's on the way to being FDA approved. It's actually very, very difficult, and the pigs were disease resistant to the PRRS virus, and they
That's
didn't
great.
have any like big issues.
How many generations of pigs has it gone through? Just like one or two?
No, it's gone through. Well, when I left there, I think I was on the 5th or 6th generation of pigs.
I knew that it was going to be like multiple generations, especially if you want to see like how it would play out in the long run.
Well, results,
how,
yeah.
how big it spreads out through the community.
Well, that's a really cool thing to be able to work on and have a part in.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a really great job.
What are your thoughts
you know.
on like doing it to children, like making your child have like I know
I want the special eyes.
Isn't
and
the
hair
basic
combo.
one is like having like a certain eye color, like certain hair color. You can worry about like hairline recedingness. Are those things that are actually
body features?
Yeah, are those things actually?
I don't think that those things are actually going to be a thing in the future.
You
I don't
don't?
think it's going to be an issue, and I don't think it's going to be offered.
It's because it's gonna be so
Honestly, I
Can't-
mean, I
can't they
definitely could
already
be
do,
wrong.
like,
I'm
eye
wrong about
color?
a lot of things.
Well, probably
Just
for the
too
rich, it'll be
risky.
something
I'd
for
imagine
the
it's just
richest
gotta
rich
be-
people or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just got to be
Yeah.
too risky, man. There's no way, like, yeah, right now. The thing that we were talking about though was like I have asthma, so I have like a overactive immune system or whatever. Like, is there a possibility to change that in the future, or is that something that might be targeted? Or
Gene therapies can be able to work with autoimmune diseases. If you know, like sickle cell anemia, that is something that is
Yeah.
being used by gene editing right now to help. I don't want to say cure, but
help
it's
alleviate,
along those
alleviate
lines.
the at least
Yeah.
like the problems that come along with it. I hope that they're working on something for like muscular dystrophy too and stuff like that.
yeah, gene therapy definitely is a thing that is going on and is helping with the autoimmune issues.
that's awesome.
That's
That's great.
and it should.
And that's more of like the things that I'm doing right now. Is I have turned more to the healthcare industry.
That's cool.
And I don't actually work in the labs that is developing this stuff. I only just like provide services by screening the cells that they had edited or the
To make sure that they're
stem cells that they have sent to me. Yeah.
Okay.
This producer just keeps on.
Fascinating, honestly.
No, for
Yeah.
real, like, it is fucking amazing. Like, it's awesome that you found a job that you actually can do that big of an impact on. And it's not just you, like, the pig thing is actually, like, even though you weren't, like, the main person on it, you were still someone who worked on it and had, like, a good part in it. And that's something that's pretty monumental in thinking about, like, how...
Yeah, it was fun.
Thinking about how you can,
Yeah, it's
you
pretty
can
awesome.
help a whole group of animals become able to like flourish,
Have a longer
and
life
have a longer
and become a
lifespan.
better ham.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like not
a
only
cheaper Christmas ham. Isn't that what
Yep.
you guys want?
It's
Right?
our
Yeah.
end goal.
So I've been
Like,
thinking my
You
whole
don't want to like $50 ham just because all the pigs died of the PRRS virus.
That's true.
Right.
like so you're working more in the healthcare field now, and I feel like that's going to be something that's even going to be more rewarding for you, and it's going to be something that you're going to see. Since you said it's like it's something that's becoming a lot more common, a lot more popular among like the scientific community, the medical community, of knowing that this stuff is actually working and doing stuff. There are repercussions, but there also sometimes like are the
Lots of benefits.
yeah, like what aren't the benefits outweighing some of these
It's
repercussions?
just screening them to make sure there's nothing wrong before approving
The
it.
thing that
Yeah.
makes me
Yeah.
just say like this should be something that we should have more like actively looked at is just thinking about any commercial that comes on about any prescription that out there ever. Listen at the end, if you haven't for some reason, of all the side effects that they talk about. There's always going to be some kind of repercussion or possible repercussion for trying to make something better.
Hell, it doesn't even have to be
Well,
prescription.
that's also
You know what? I
it's
can
also
add
'cause
another
humans
level.
are
I can
so
I can
different.
argue against myself
Oh, God.
about my own argument that I had even put up.
Were you just hoping that one of us would be like, "This is wrong," and yell? Like, I can do that. I can act like that. You want me to? No. What do you mean by you can
no.
argue your own point?
yeah.
I'm curious.
Okay, so an argument is just like a rebuttal for myself
Okay.
to myself. To argue against myself when I say that there's also repercussions with the gene editing for off-target effects, and that can cause mosaicism that goes down the line when they start reproducing, is that we are already practically mosaics.
Yeah.
When we breed, our genetic information is copied and pasted, and things jump around from chromosome to different spots and stuff.
And it's
So-
like two separate organisms that are bringing different parts of that DNA to you,
To build a whole one.
which is crazy to think that that's actually how things work. But I know that it's not like this is the first time I realized that's where babies come from. No, that's not what I meant. But like it is
Yeah.
it is kind of overwhelming to think that
Well, every single time that your cell multiplies, it keeps copying that information, and there is things that go wrong in that, and that's kind of like where cancer comes from. That when
Yep.
the cell was dividing, that there was something that went wrong when it was copying that information over with, and then the cell freaked out and proliferated and went crazy.
Well, there's
and,
also
you know, cause the
radiation.
disease.
It shoots micro atoms out of like order.
Oh,
And it
you
ruins
always do the
DNA.
fucking guns.
Radiation
Whenever you mention
ruins
like they
atoms.
shoot something,
Have you ever seen radiation? It's crazy.
that's how it
Radiation
shoots.
does damage the genome, and then your body has its own mechanisms to repair itself, but it's not
Yeah.
perfect. It can make mistakes.
Well, it's just like,
And-
for instance, and I don't know if this is directly going to help what you're talking about, but I feel like it's when we talk about how it's always a copy, but it's never a perfect copy. You have two beautiful children, and your children are different. Like, and it was the same parents. It's just like my parents had two different children. It's not the exact copy each time, but like it's still like it's crazy. Like how I don't know. I guess I'm still
It's like a little bit of RNG. Like, you just gotta. It's RNG luck the way they stack the blocks.
kind of. I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about genetics to actually get into it because, like I said, I failed biology 4 times.
I I thought it was 6.
No, I
But,
had to
yeah.
take the class 5 times because I failed it 4 times. Like 5th time I
Hey,
took it.
I was pretty much about at the same spot. I graduated barely from high school with a 1.56 GPA, and I would have had to go back and repeat if I had a 1.55. So I barely skimmed by. I didn't take any chemistry. I practically failed math, and I said, fuck you, fuck this, fuck the system. I don't want anything to do with this shit, and I'm out.
And now you're a geneticist, as I like to call it.
College graduate.
Is that actually what you would call yourself, a geneticist? Is that like what would be your job description? I guess. Or I guess no. I don't know.
I go by.
Go ahead.
I go by lots of different things, I guess. What I graduated with is I'm a cell biologist
Oh,
and a chemist.
I like that.
And then
Those two things sound very like.
went
common.
to genetics and genomics, and then now I'm a molecular biologist.
See, that sounds just way too confusing,
Jesus,
and I
yeah.
think that you have to bring yourself down a title. Not that you have to like. I don't know. Like
Well,
it's
molecular science just means you look very
very closely. I don't know.
with
It-
electric
No,
microscopes.
here's the thing. It looks pretty on a piece of paper, and it like I sound smart, but I actually don't know shit.
you know, more than 10 people watch this. So where do you work again?
Only like specific, but see, like you guys can talk about something that I have no idea.
Yeah, well, you
It's
know,
only because I just like think about this every day.
well, it makes sense. Like
I don't know
it's
about
your
Warhammer.
job.
You could talk about Warhammer constantly.
We
for,
don't. I
you
don't.
know.
Brian does. Brian does. Like,
I think I'm the only one that can at this point. Yeah,
Brian does
everyone
pretty
else is
consistently.
giving it up.
It's-
That's fine.
Not everyone. You still have friends.
So, are you? I just an off-topic thing, but
For who?
are you fascinated by like COVID? Like, is that kind of shit like interesting to you at all? Like, just the possibility of it being a leak from which I've heard that it's not
Oh,
likely.
Here,
Go
I'll
ahead.
let you finish.
I
Okay.
I was going to say I've heard it's not likely it's from a lab. That was early on from one scientist at a podcast that I heard. So like, there's no way to say like that is true or not. I know they were working on like gain of function shit in Wuhan, but how likely do you think it is that it is a lab leak? Actually,
I think that it's more likely of a lab leak than it is for something that's gotten in a wet market from a fucking bat.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that sounds about.
I think the bat story sounds more
The
like
bat
just what you would make
The
up.
bat story
to
sounds
fucking,
like those people who are like monkeys made AIDS.
yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
No,
They-
I think
There's-
people think that
There's
because they saw
so
it in a
many
movie
mistakes
once.
that happen in the lab. So many
Yeah.
mistakes, and there's so many protocols that are broken, and there's so many people that are manipulating information so they don't get in trouble, or so that
Yeah.
they can.
it's a very sticky slope. It's not a slippery slope. It's a sticky slope because if you get caught doing something on in some parts of your field, you get caught doing some of that stuff without like proper like authorization from the government or whatever, you can get in a lot of fucking trouble.
'Cause
So
Well, I don't
you're
think
breaking
it-
the
it's
Geneva
not-
Convention on their behalf.
Yeah. I think it was more like, again, like mistakes and shit and stuff where, something goes wrong. That's more than likely what would happen. I think that, we were helping to fund the fucking research. I think we did want to, like, the idea that, like, if the coronavirus, the COVID, whatever, actually got into the human population, it could do some damage. Might be nice to figure out how to fix that before it happens, and then you inadvertently make it fucking happen. Like, more than likely, would you think it's just a mistake? Like, just some stupid shit in the lab that went wrong, like late one night?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, we can speculate all we want on the possibilities of what happened. We can make up all these different stories to try to explain something that's
but it
almost
was
basically
Jesus that made
unexplainable
it,
right
just
now.
so you know.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, it was
Jesus.
Jesus that made coronavirus. It's called population
But
control.
I mean,
motherfucker.
if you want to speculate, we can speculate. We could say that somebody in the lab was angry about how their supervisor was treating them, and so it was practically releasing, their practically fuck the world.
I got
Yeah.
deadly viruses. I'm gonna bring one
It
outside.
just reminds me of the.
I mean, you
the
never
movie 12
know, like,
Monkeys.
these types of
You
things.
guys
that
ever
can
seen 12
happen.
Monkeys?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
No,
Yeah.
no one else. Sorry.
No. Well, my wife like worked. She's an accountant, but she worked in a lab in Madison where they dealt with. They handled like basically biological weapons and shit. Like, and she talked about how like yeah the she worked in a separate part of the building, but still to like go through there, she would like have to walk through like a number of like different fucking like security areas and shit, and they kept like the certain part of the building completely sealed off, and like she talked about how like incredibly strict it was and how they hadn't had any mistakes yet, but it was always like a matter of like, yeah, it's only like honestly it's a matter of time if your shit isn't like exactly the same, you're not being like super taking your security really seriously. If we cut any
Yeah.
fucking corners, like it just
But there's so many companies that are out there. I mean,
Yeah.
that company may be doing it right, but who knows? Maybe the Wuhan lab in China wasn't doing it right, or maybe they had a lapse in their protocol.
Or
I mean, I
just
know that my
something
lab that I
happened.
work at right
Something
now
like a
are
single-
doing things that
It's
are probably not right. Like, there's chemicals that we are mixing that are on our lab bench that we should be doing in a fume hood. Do we have a fume hood? No, we don't.
yeah. And that's again that would be cutting corners from the companies too that would do the it's basically that every like really good horror movie is just like someone dumping chemicals they fucking shouldn't, and then
Pour it down the
Monsters.
drain and then
Like,
see
yeah,
a
yeah.
monster.
but like that's actually happening though. Like that's the fun part. Like, oh yeah, neat.
Neat.
We are disposing of our chemicals correctly, though.
I
That's good.
hope
That's
so.
good.
I wasn't going to question it because, why would you?
My lungs might be compromised.
I'm fine.
Is it normal for the drain to be draining into the floor and into the next floor after that?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I saw that in Alien. It's normal. I'm pretty sure. It's normal.
I don't know, man. Like I guess this has been a really cool fucking topic to put on you, K-Rox. I'm pretty sure you're the one who actually gave us this topic. Thank you for coming on and actually talking
Yeah.
about it too, man. Like,
Bailing us out. Thank you.
I could have played like 5 to 6 more videos, but like that wouldn't have been as great as.
So I saw
Well-
you guys lagging there, and I was
We-
hurting for you, so I couldn't leave you behind.
Everything we said was wrong too, which was great too. Everything we were like,
Was it?
well, I kind of think maybe it makes your eyeballs melt. I don't know.
I
That's
think
probably
it makes
how it
everything
works.
smell like Cheerios.
Yeah, yeah, that's how.
I don't know, maybe
toast.
maybe it does. There could be
Yeah.
like a gene edit somewhere in there that makes everything smell like Cheerios or makes your
How
eyeballs
about
We
Well,
melt.
should find it.
You're just high all the time. Why don't we just have
Well-
it so it's just all endorphins, like non-stop, and it
Your
just
body, you can have your body create the protein that is on the tetrahydrocannabinol, like for the
yeah,
THC,
yeah, to be
and like
fucking perfect.
binds
Yeah,
with your receptors that constantly. I mean,
They're
I think
high
that can
as
happen.
fuck
I think we could figure that
constantly.
out.
That's actually
Oh,
already
boy.
how I am. But
Just gene
Hold on.
therapy me. I'm never going to have to pay for it again.
okay, well, I'm gonna do this real quick just because we didn't do this in the middle of the show. Pew, pew, let's see if it actually works. Oh, did it work?
oh no,
It worked,
What was that?
baby!
Oh.
You can check us out at shopsclosed.live to help us get merch and donate to the show if you want just to do that.
you can get merch.
Yeah, you could.
They
do
get
that.
merch.
Get yourself
I'm
We don't
actually
help.
wearing one of those merch shirts right now.
You're a merch shirter?
Meow, meow, meow.
You got a merch shirt?
I
Wait,
got a merch shirt. I got a merch shirt right now. A merch shirt right now. So, like, you can go ahead and help us out by going on to shopsclosed.live, and if you help donate, it will go directly towards the show and anything that we'd use to make this show better, which is stuff and
we're
things,
basically gonna
baby.
we're
Didn't
gonna
have
start
them
genetically
on.
engineering pigs. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that in
We
here, just letting you know that's where the money's going to be going from now on.
We didn't
We're
have
gonna
their
start.
music on, but I'm still going to say go ahead and check out strangefamousrecords.com for music, merch, and more. Because they've been so cool to us in the past, I hope that they still get all of the best things in life to them. Yes, you, Strange Famous. Also, we are brought to you in part by Tavor. That's craft beer straight to your door. You just use the promo Shops Closed to get $10 back after spending $25 on the app. That's a lot of beer, folks, and you should check it out.
Get that at?
It's pretty awesome, man. I actually have to give Brian 2 of the gifts that they just sent us last week. Yeah, I know. I hope you're excited. You got some beer for you, baby.
Some good
so
fucking
excited.
bird.
Oh, you can also follow us on Twitch, which is like the main place that we normally do all this stuff. And that's at twitch.tv/shopsclosed. We do sub giveaways at the beginning of every month. And you can subscribe if you have a Prime membership for free, and that'll help us out. And you should do that because that helps us out. Helping us is helping you. Help me, help
If you don't use that
Help us.
$5, it goes into Bezos' pocket. And
That's
he's
true.
already rich
That
enough.
motherfucker don't need no goddamn more money.
We don't
Follow
need no
us
money.
on Facebook, where you can get updates and all kinds of show stuff that we do, where you can get involved by giving us topic stuff. Like, I don't care, you can put whatever you want. That's at Shops Closed FB, and you can find me at Shops Closed FB. Like that? I thought that was pretty good.
That was nice. A little too close to the WB. We might get sued, but I liked it.
I hope we don't get marked for everything that we're doing tonight, but we might. Who fucking knows? Let's see if this goes back.
Hey.
All right,
Oh.
the
Oh,
producer,
there you are.
the producer has not given me the okay yet.
Well.
Wait, what happened?
No, producer said we're good. Okay, I just
All
gotta
right.
make sure we're good. Can't have any more flaws in the system, dog. This show has been going off without a hitch so far. We've had a great guest. We got Bronson's birthday, which everyone happy birthday. Well, no, come on. It's not.
I think
It's
that's another
royalty free now.
554 million miles around the sun that Bronson has gone.
It is about that, I believe. Yes. Well, it's a
Wow.
little bit past that. I don't know. Yeah, were you born in the morning or at night?
It is a little bit
Good night.
past that because he's also like walking back and forth in his bedroom.
Oh shit, that's right.
He just sit there and he moonwalks a lot. Actually, I've been telling him
Hey.
you got to stop that.
When we live on the moon, you all look silly when
I
you're
will
not.
look silly when I don't know how to walk. That's gonna be fucking true. It's true as it can get.
If you walk backwards, it does less damage to your knees.
It's
So,
like,
that's
like
just
that,
the way
that
to do it.
mentality that they had on Ferris Bueller, where they're like, "Put the car
Yeah,
in reverse."
yeah.
Who the fuck does that? Who is thinking like that?
Well, if the
Even
gears
when
go
I'm-
forward this way, it turns
I-
the dials back this way.
I was like
I mean-
7 when I seen Ferris Bueller, and I'm like, what are they doing? They were going in reverse.
Aren't they
Why?
seniors or some shit?
Yeah, and like,
Right,
why are
they're-
they going in reverse? Oh, to reverse the mileage? I don't think that's how it works. And I'm 7.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I guess without further duties, we're gonna say goodnight. My name has been Mike J. Sursage. I'm changing it after this, actually.
My
Yeah.
name
You
remains.
legally have
Bronson
to after
Thatcher.
every show now.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
What are you thinking?
I'm not gonna fucking tell you because I'm gonna put myself as unlisted in the phone book.
I'm Bronson Thatcher.
We got
Uh,
Big
Brian.
Brian up top, and then we got
Brian.
a big special thank you for K-Rox for coming on here and doing a little bit of chit chats with us and giving us this awesome topic. Thanks, Keith. You still there?
Yeah,
Yeah. You still there?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll take it.
All right, yeah.
I guess until next time.
Thanks for
folks,
having me on, guys.
No, it was our
That's
pleasure.
awesome.
always and forever.
Always and forever means always and forever.
It felt right to say it.
It means for a little while. Just a little while.
Son of a bitch. This big producer said that this has probably been one of our best shows so far.
I don't know. I think it's because the guest was so good, honestly.
Pretty sure it's because of mostly that. That and our
Really.
Yeah, you guys are suck ups and brown noses. Just shut up. Goodbye.
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 Thank you.
Brown nosing. I don't know what
Oh.
that means.
Psh, I just stay away from
Uh-oh.
starfishes. I'm
I
allergic.
stay away from them unless they're in my toilet. Oh, this has been fun, dude. That was.
Sure.
I think another thing that was really happy. The producer's really happy about is that we had like no lag problems. We had nothing wrong with our audio. It all
What is
sounded
that?
good.
How many packets lost? Not even one.
Not even fucking one, baby. And I don't know why that is.
You
Maybe
kidding
it's
me?
for the
You
best.
kidding me?
No.
It's abnormal, really.
I actually did quite a bit of I did some work with the producer before the show. We fixed everything up. We had everything set up so it was hopefully optimized. So it looks like we got a fucking optimized system, and we're gonna be using our Streamlabs going forward. I'm glad that we didn't have to use the StreamYard backup plan that I had set up. How fucking cool is that to
Very
have like someone who actually does genetic, like
Yeah.
like that's fucking awesome, dude. Like we only get like so many guests that actually have like prudency to the show, and like honestly, like she was like, oh yeah, you guys are just being flattery for no for real. Like when you get someone who actually knows what they're talking about a topic that we don't know that much about, which is almost all of the topics that we get. But like we do research, but I do like a week's research. It's not like I sit here and do like intense research either. I'm not like going through books of being like medical science books or anything. You know, I'm just seriously, I like watch some videos, read a few articles. That's it.
Get the watered down, condensed version.
Yeah, I'm all
Yeah.
Get the
it's usually all you
get
need.
the outlines. I'm just paraphrasing here, as one would say.
That's what I've been doing to this fucking producer, which actually I think we're gonna keep him on board. He did pretty good this week. Even though he keeps on telling me that I know I owe you $10. Sorry for yelling, folks.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's asking for
Uh-oh.
money.
No, he's not asking for money. I borrowed $10 from him last week, and I keep on brushing him off. That's right, I'm brushing you off.
Oh, no, you said
It's the
that live.
post show. It's the post show. We're allowed to I'm allowed to talk to him like this now. He said that. It's in my contract. I made sure of it. And next time you talk about my fucking kids like that, man, I'm gonna.
Oh, boy.
Do that.
He said
boy.
that he said they were really good, but like he wished that they would like eat less chicken nuggets, and I was kind of thrown off.
I provide the nuggies.
Wow.
That's what
And you
I-
didn't just slap him immediately for that?
I tried not to.
Well, sometimes you have to.
Tried.
It's all
Not
about
to.
that pride, that deep.
No, I
down.
tried not to do it. Can't say it.
You
had-
tried not to? Wait, hold on.
I got pride. Then I tried.
Then I cried.
And then I cried. And then we all
Ding,
sighed.
ding, 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 ding. Oh, sorry.
Like I'm personally pumped because like that means Frankenstein machine here is actually up and running for this fucking broadcast.
Kicking like a mule, man.
Oh, Frankensteiner.
Frankensteiner, 69er.
I fucking hate you.
Now your computer's got a name, dude.
I guess it does.
Print you up a special sticker to slap on that.
Yeah, dude.
No, I gotta get a new case for this eventually, so I wouldn't waste it. I have a bunch of stickers. I was gonna sticker slap the shit out of that case, but I'm gonna wait until I get the new case and then sticker slap that fucker.
That's a good
Sticker
idea.
bomb it. I got so many stickers. It's gonna be exciting.
You should get
I
a,
don't
if you're
know.
gonna sticker bomb it. Try to get a pure glass case, where the shells on the outside are glass panels. That way you can, if like you ever need to reamp your stickers, you can easily get it off.
What?
So
If
you're
you
like-
wanna, if you
how
wanna
many
reamp
stickers?
your stickers,
How many
you put more
layers?
stickers on top.
Hold on.
Well, you don't want to
No,
overheat.
you
your
want to
computer.
overdo it. You don't, yeah, have you not sticker bombed before? Because I have sticker bombed.
You want a thick cast-like
You do?
structure.
Have you
I
seen
don't
my laptop?
know. I don't know,
I
guys.
can't open it no more.
Hey,
I
you
fine.
seen this laptop? You seen this guy's fucking laptop?
It's pretty
What?
fucking toppy.
I taped it shut.
Top to the laps, baby. I have to say, if anyone's listening to this till the end, thank you so much for watching us.
Why?
It's been
Still here.
it's been a genuine pleasure. Still wearing this thing, and the producer stopped
doing?
talking to me. He actually left like 25 minutes ago. Like when I was yelling, he wasn't there.
Did he just fart?
You're just yelling to
Did
yourself?
you just fart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Faux show, baby.
You got me.
I'd like to thank everyone out there who's been watching this and listening to this all the way through. We put quite a bit of effort into our show, in the point where we don't put that much effort into our show, but we hope that you see that we put effort into our show, because we do.
You think we're putting effort
No.
in.
Weaker.
Brian, I can smell that fart from over here somehow, and you are in a different part of the state.
I'm not even like, yeah. No.
But it's wafted.
I'm not even in that room
I can
anymore.
taste it. It's like I can taste
Oh.
your fart. Anyways,
Like ketchup. Tastes
yeah.
like ketchup. Fuck you.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching us out there. Remember, I'm actually going to start putting this on an audio podcast and setting it up on our Spotify account, so you can also listen to us on the go. I'm gonna be making up some ads, and I might be separating some stuff and doing some fucking shit like that. It should be fun. I actually hope that we get some more listens through our audio one, and it brings some more people on to this live show that we do every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Every Monday.
On the Monday?
Even
Feeling good.
we didn't even give like you guys didn't want to sing Bronson Happy Birthday on the show. I'm a little bit pissed about that, by the way.
I ain't gonna sing it to myself.
Wait, time out.
Sure.
Are you yelling at Bronson?
No,
for
I'm
not
talking to
singing?
you,
Oh,
Brian.
wait, no.
because
Because
you
you
didn't-
said you guys. You said you guys.
well, Keely. I guess
I don't think it's
shouldn't
fair that you're
generalize.
mad at Bronson for not
I'm
singing
pretty
for
pissed
Bronson's.
at him. There's
I
only
mean-
4 of us. You got to have a quadret.
You were gonna be
You guys.
the C the sharp, remember? And then you're the only one that does that. You go, ooh. You know, you're the best at it.
you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that it's gonna be pretty fun. We're gonna be on Spotify for sure. Maybe Apple Podcasts after a little bit. I don't know, man. Like, I think that I plan on doing some streaming of a game called Sentinels of Freedom that I got off of Steam. I was just waiting for Frankenstein to get running. And now I think
shit.
I can run it.
I think I can run more now.
We actually have still have to play some Back for Blood. I want to play the whole campaign still. Now that we got this thing running, that's probably not gonna be something that we're doing. I'm just talking about stuff that I want to do in the near future-ish thingy. You're
It's good to have
busting my
plans.
face, kitty.
Good to make plans. It's nice to
Brian,
let your
I
friends
think
know what you're gonna do.
I didn't tell you about that game yet. That Sentinels of Freedom.
Yeah.
It's
No.
Okay, so it's a tactical RPG.
Okay.
Where you play superheroes, which you're probably gonna get tune off a little bit about it. But it
Yeah.
actually it reminds me of Warhammer so fucking much it's crazy. Because you have like the Overwatch system, you have like special defenses if someone gets close to you, and then you like it's all set up turn based where you move your characters and they all have initiative and actions. I got really into it. I played it a lot in the last like few weeks. You should check out the stream when I play it and just be like, oh, okay. I don't care if you like watch the whole thing, but I think that you might find it interesting. Another thing that I found interesting is that I tried to buy Necromunda for this fucking Frankenstein and it didn't work, and that saddened me a bit.
I know.
So I might try to find it I might get it on Xbox or something just to give it a try.
I think right now, I think it's on sale at
Probably is.
GameStop.
It probably is.
Yeah,
You think it's
probably.
a physical copy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a physical copy.
Yeah, go
You
get physical
you
copy.
still have to download it. So what the fuck's the point? What's the difference?
Well,
You just want the physical copy after I'm done.
no,
because you're like,
that's just how I'm used to buying games. I buy physical.
He likes to touch it.
I
Feel
only
the hold in his
resort-
hand.
physical.
I only resort to cases.
I go
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
Physical.
Gotta get
Wow,
physical.
wow. That's I don't know if we can get away with that one, guys. That's a big hit. I'll get a hold of the lawyer on that one.
Hold on. Nope. Producer left, so he's not in my ear anymore. Sorry.
It's just full of light.
Okay.
By the way,
Good
what do you
games.
think? What do you think of the producer thing? I thought that was pretty funny. I know we're still.
Oh, what do you
posting.
mean? I mean, like, I can't wait to meet the guy.
He's gonna
That's
be
what I'm
great.
saying.
He's gonna be great.
I can't wait to meet him.
I can't wait to have
He had a
you.
lot of-
I can't wait to have you in my heart again. I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay.
But get
I
out-
thought
I'm
I don't
actually-
know why I left. I
I'm-
didn't
I'm
think
actually,
I left.
I'm actually gonna say that I'm pretty pumped that you have everything set up down there too. I'm trying to show off like gratitude more recently to outweigh like me being a cynical fuckface. I'm really excited that the way that we have it set up now works almost like perfectly seamless. I was worried that it wasn't gonna. I guess we did it through like the whole COVID thing with you not being here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
so
I
it's
was
not
a little
like
less. But like I'm really happy with how we're formatting our shows and stuff now. I don't know if you guys have any notes, but I would like to hear them. I'm not talking to you two, you and Bronson anymore, Brian. I'm talking to the people listening still for some reason. That
Proud people.
you know, we're
Are
still
the people still
broadcasting.
listening?
I don't know. We'll
Ah, fuck with broadcasting. But dude, I don't have any pants on now.
Good, well,
no.
good. Don't let them
Oh,
see.
God.
Don't let them see the flights of your flies.
You're not gonna see my sweet little plums.
Them Betty Boop
Who's
bunnies are pretty sexy.
Bronson and I have been kicking back into the game of making Gibby's Big Adventure,
Oh yeah,
which
we
was pretty cool.
Oh shit!
catching our second wind.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the second boss pretty much up to the second boss set up. I don't know, I'm pretty pumped. We found a guy who's going to help us with assembly code, which if you're listening out there and you have any background in assembly code, which very long shot, assembly code or like 8-bit sound files or something like that, because I'm looking for sound effects like Famicom stuff. I found someone who sent me a message, and I was looking at his price. I'm like, holy fuck, $75 for like three fucking tunes. Yeah, and they're like 30-second,
Wow.
30-second
30-second ditties that
that you can have repeatable, and you're like, good. They should be able to be repeatable. What?
especially for 25 a pop.
Yeah. Well, but that also includes any edits or anything like that. So, but what the fuck ever. That's still a lot of money.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's a wee bit.
Well, especially since like we're actually, if we make the game good enough, which I feel like it's make some pretty good headway. If we make the game good enough, we're gonna throw it on Steam and try to get it on a few other websites, and we will put up a demo that will be put on our Discord, which would already have a playable demo on the Discord, but it's still a work in progress, and you can just play that right on an emulator if you wanted to, I guess. Yeah, we got a second wind on it, and we have a few ideas that we got pushed through. Sprites just got made up. We just got to make it look pretty now, and then we got a few other parts that we're going to make up to it, and I'm pretty excited about getting that out. Plus, I like how I'm just stating all the shit that I'm working on, because everyone has to know that I do 50 things at once.
Dear
You're a busy boy. You're a very busy boy.
Also trying to write an album by making some music. That's something that's pretty exciting too. And that was another thing that the Frankenstein going down was a big fuck you, because I have like a song started recorded, and I have like a few other ideas that I've been playing around with. And that's actually, fun fact, is the reason why we were so fucking loud last week, was because the week before that I was working on, or like before that week, earlier in the week, I was working on my album. And you have to have a different sound setting for the guitar to sound
Or else
good.
it'll be too quiet.
Well, what I did was I added volume to it and gain to it to make it distorted without having a distortion pedal. So like it was like just distorting it.
Grunge.
Yeah.
You're getting that grunge in there.
I guess it was just something to
Huh.
fill.
That's why you guys sounded so punk rock.
Hell, we
So
did
very
sound like
punk
we
rock.
sounded punk rock as fuck.
Boy.
Man, so I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, those are like the things I'm working on. You guys, what you guys been up to? What are you doing over there, Brian? What are you doing over there? You just hanging out with your kid and your wife? Is that all you do?
Yeah, kinda. Huh.
Been painting?
I've been playing bass a lot. I got a table now. You know, I got
Look at that
I
glass
got
table.
my
Did you put like a piece of wood on top of it or what?
yeah. I got a big old piece of wood on it now, so it's a nice table ready to go.
That's cool, man. Is it your old piece of wood from the pool table, or do you just go get a new one?
Yeah. I cut it down to like the new
That
size.
poor kid's not gonna have a place to play there on that pool table anymore. How dare you?
No, they play on the pool. They play pool now
Oh,
with the pool
They're
table.
poolers.
Just, I guess it kind of makes sense because it's a
because
pool
it's a
table.
pool table that's
so-
been in your basement for years.
for years.
it
That's
deserves
why-
to
yeah,
be played.
That's where we used to play Warhammer. I was on top of that pool table.
yeah.
Like
I used to take the top off and play pool, but
then
those
it
two-
like too much because there was too.
I was
much.
like, come on.
You
take the top off?
you guys before you moved were pretty cramped up. So like that. It's,
We were like, fuck that. Yeah.
so you've been
okay,
playing a lot of
sorry.
bass. This is like, have you just been practicing for your band or what?
Practicing
By the
for
way,
the band.
what's going on with the band? Do you guys have any gigs coming up?
I actually don't know. I gotta talk to them about that. It's just kind of been like everybody, I think, is just practicing on their own. So it's just a matter of like,
How many songs do you guys have?
I gotta talk to them.
How many songs do you guys have even?
Oh fuck, 6, 7 maybe. We got like a full 40-minute set ish, about 40 minutes. We could stretch to like almost an hour when we're doing like comedy stuff. Like
You don't like that.
we like to make it the jokes.
Yeah, I know you guys. You guys aren't just like a metal band. You actually have fun with it.
We're crazy guys.
Well, you should.
Crazy with the gas.
You should let me. You should let me know when you guys actually do a show. I think it would be pretty cool to do some live streaming of that shit.
That'd be fun, dude.
I think it'd
That'd
be
be real
fucking
fun.
cool to get your band to play on the show. That's been like one of my goals since you told me you were in this band. And you're like, yeah, people aren't gonna like. Who cares? Like, this is like your music. You fucking play it. That's the reason why you're making it.
It's essentially our bar. You get to play at our bar for free.
Yeah, man. Like we had J-Day come in here and like
Did a live performance.
Barkers. We had like, well, you don't have to be here. Like we had
No,
like.
but no, he just
Tim,
did a performance.
Since we're not so like closely knitted with the Strange Famous thing, I wouldn't feel guilty about it. In fact, when I create enough music, I plan on making at least 1 or 2 music videos that I plan on putting into our show. So
That'll be cool.
it should be pretty fun.
That'd
Then
be fun, man. Hell yeah.
that's what I was thinking because I don't know. I got a few ideas.
You
for it.
gotta
It'll be fun.
send that music to me too, so I can.
I have to continue to work on it, man. Like I just got the Frankenstein up like 2 days ago. It's Bronson's birthday. Last 2 times we hang out, just making sure that we're fucking hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yeah, man.
Just hanging out.
Because I don't know, man. Anyways, I guess we've probably been going along too long with this post show. We're gonna get off this. We're gonna stop streaming. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow us, like, subscribe, thumbs up, fucking do it all, baby. You know you wanna.
Or we could do it like they do on the YouTube videos. Thumbs up if you learned something new today.
Smash that like button.
Smash the bell.
Smash that like button,
There
man.
you go. All right.